Hello and welcome to Mindful Legacy. This video here is a thank you for all those who have watched my videos, put a lot of hard work into it, just didn't throw anything together just so I can try to get views or anything like that. I try to put everything that I pretty much had into these videos, talking about encouragement and getting people to believe in themselves is not an easy task, and I knew it wasn't going to be easy from the beginning. But I felt like it was something that my heart was telling me to do. You know, when I was growing up as a kid, I didn't have that. I didn't have that at all. I didn't really have anybody saying, "Hey, go for this, go for that." Not until I probably reached about the age of 13 or 14, and that didn't even come from my family. So, but what I'm saying is that we all need encouragement. We all need someone to tell us or to show us different ways on how to live our lives in a better way. We don't have to be out here committing crimes, and we don't have to be out here, doing things that we shouldn't be doing to our bodies, to other people, and so forth, and I know a lot of times when I wasn't doing things correctly, it was because of anger. It was because no one gave me the time of day to really show them what I was about, to really show them that, I'm someone that they can trust, I'm someone that they can believe in, and that and that whatever I did in the past, that I'm no longer that type of person. Or even when I was going through those things in my past and I was acting out in a particular way, you know, basically that was because no one was paying attention. I got accused of so many different things that I didn't do, and then I started doing them. It was like, well, just, nobody believes me. I might as well go out and do it. And I used to tell my mother that too. I was like, well, I did it because I knew y'all won't believe that I didn't do it in the first place, so I just went on ahead and just did it anyway, right behind that person I told you that did it. I did it too. Just because, again, it's who you're associating with, and you're trying to get your family to believe that, you're trying to get your family to believe that, you are someone that they can trust. You are someone that is not what people are trying to make you out to be, point blank. And that was something that I did not get when I was growing up. And throughout my life, that seemed to be like the constant theme. It's like, people like me, want to be around me, but yet they don't want to encourage you to do anything better than what you already are doing right now. Or whenever you're trying to make a point, or you want to, you know, show them that, hey, you understand and you know how to do a particular task, or how you are and how you function in life and so forth, that you know about these things, but yet they shut you down because they don't see you that way. Oh, is it because of me? Is it because of the people that I hung out with? Is it because even on the job? Is it because I give out that kind of an aura? I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I know that once I turned that around and stopped, excuse my language, but stopped giving a fuck about certain things in life, that's when it really changed. And it's too bad that you have to become an asshole in certain situations in order to get people to believe in you and get people to believe that you're capable of doing certain things, you know, outside of and allowing, well, not saying outside, but and even allowing you to show that you are worthy of whatever it is that you're trying to do in life. It's a shame that we have to come to that. But I say all that to say this: this is why I created the channel, because again, you know, when we do things mindfully, when we're doing things intentional, and we're being conscious about it, you know, that's the best way to live. Not this superficial, you know, outward, you know, gratification that you're seeking from other people. You know, live your own life. Live your best life. Be the type of person that you want to be, regardless of what everybody else says, do, or think. As long as you are happy, as long as you're getting the job done, that's all that matters. The hell what everybody else is saying or thinking and doing. So again, that was another reason why I created this channel. You know, so with all that being said, I want to get into some of the channel's core values based upon the story that I just told you. So number one, conscious living. So we prioritize awareness, presence, and intention in all actions. So again, you don't have to be the person that I became, very angry, very bitter, you know, and every time somebody say something funny or crazy to me, I wanted to snap. Because again, I'm being serious, but they're not taking me serious. So we don't have to live that way, you know. Number two, personal responsibility. Own your path, choices, and your growth. Make sure that you're being responsible for your own life and nobody else's. Stop trying to be Captain Save or whoever, you know, in certain situations. If they need to go through those things on their own in order for them to learn, then that's what they have to go through. Myself included. You know, if I make a mistake doing certain things in life and I turn to a family member or a friend and they decide not to help me, so be it. And that's my bed and I have to make it. Point blank. But again, personal responsibility. Let's be responsible for the lives that we lead. Let's not bring anybody else down because we've made certain mistakes in our life. Okay? Number three, sustainable wealth. So again, building abundance with integrity and not just income. Just because we make a lot of money in the fields that we were in doesn't mean that we have to be assholes towards other people. You know, we can lead with integrity. We can lead with, you know, being real, having morals of not crapping on other people, all because we're making a lot of money. I know a lot of people in the fields that I was in, they make a lot of money and then they want to talk shit about everybody else. Like, dude, you were once where they were. So if you really cared, you would help them get to where you are now. But a lot of people don't want to share the information. They want to hoard the information and think that, and they think that if I tell them this, I tell them that, they're going to take my job. To me, I believe that can be further from the truth. I believe that, you know, if we're all on the same team, then we should all strengthen one another. But we don't live in that day and age anymore. No, we don't. Not the way I was growing up and experienced things. We don't live in that age anymore. Everybody's out for themselves. And that's just too bad. But, you know, still, I feel it's my responsibility to be able to show people and tell people that, hey, you know, you don't have to be that way. Just be yourself. Just be the person that you want to be without crapping on everybody else. Because it doesn't pay to be that way. Because eventually you alienate yourself from everybody. Then before you know it, you're looking around, you ain't got no friends, you ain't got no support. You done burn all kind of bridges and wondering what the hell happened. Been there, done that. All right. Number 4, service to others. So I'm just saying, you know, share your knowledge, uplift others, and be useful. I remember Kevin Samuels used to always say, you know, high value person is useful to the group. They're not just there just to take, but they actually are offering something that everybody can benefit from. That's part of being a high value person. Just like when in any job that you're on or in or a part of, any group or whatever, you have to bring value to whoever you are with at that time. Even in personal relationships. Are you bringing value to that relationship, or are you being a leech and you just taking them? Just sucking them dry? Been there, done that too. You know, people treating you that way. Putting up a front thinking that, making you feel like they really care about you. Then before you know it, when they see that, when you get into a certain situation and you turn to them for for their support, like you supported them, and they don't support you at all. At all. But, I lost the, I lost the saying that I used to follow a lot. And in the Bible, God says, do not put your trust in men. They'll let you down every time. So you have to put your trust in yourself to get yourself in certain situations that allow you to be successful. All right? Daily discipline. Use structured habits and rituals to shape your future. Yes. For me, morning meditation, morning prayer, journaling, mirror, get in that mirror, talk to myself, practice. This YouTube journey is new to me as far as being in front of the camera. Usually I'm behind the camera. Now I'm in front of the camera and I'm telling my story. So in order for me to get better at relating myself to the world, I have to practice that. Because everybody's not just going to just jump and start liking you. Everybody's not going to just jump and start liking you because you're telling them something good that they can follow. No, if they're not buying into you, the person, then they may not buy into your story. All right. Legacy thinking. Live today with tomorrow in mind for family, community, and soul. So, again, having a legacy is what, part of what you're leaving behind, but also too, you're building your legacy as you live. How people are looking at you now, how people are remembering you now, will translate into the future when you're gone. So you build your legacy now. Don't wait. Don't sit up here and think that, just by you living and being around certain people that they're going to say good things about you after you're gone. Personally, me, I'm trying to do this for, my grandchildren because I'm not around them all the time. So when they look at these videos and they see their grandfather talking, they know that their grandfather is being moral, being honest, being truthful, and helping other people, adding value to other people's lives. Number 7, emotional wisdom. Lead with empathy, compassion, and awareness. A lot of people are not capable of doing that. They're not capable of putting themselves in other people's shoes, to understand, how a person is feeling, how we need to deal with them in certain situations because of the things that they've gone through, because of what they've gone through has now put them in a particular state of mind. You don't know what people, are thinking and going to. I lost 2 brothers this year. Devastated me. But because I know that the way my family is, I couldn't go to them. I had to go to other people. And that's a shame. It really is a shame. First thing they say to you is, oh, you shouldn't be feeling that way. Oh, why you feel like this? He was this, he was that, he was this, he was that, but he was still my brother. No matter what. He was still blood. He was your brother too. No matter how many times he effed up, he's still your brother. He didn't do it to you, he did it to himself. So why do you got ill feelings towards him? Did you ever try to help them? Some family members did, some family members didn't. Anyway, inner mastery. Align thought, action, and purpose to cultivate peace and resilience. That's a biggie. We all have to align our thoughts and actions, and purpose. What our purposes are. Are we thinking towards our purpose? Are we using that purpose that we have? Are we using it to help other people, or is it just for us? Are we using that purpose to cultivate peace in our lives and in other people's lives? Because again, as you share your information here on YouTube, you're affecting other people as well. Whether you look at it that way or not, you are. Developing resilience. Again, developing a mindset to where in the beginning, I knew getting into this in the beginning that because of the niche that I chose, topics that I chose to talk about, it wasn't going to jump off right away. Because a lot of people don't like facing themselves. A lot of people don't like, doing the hard part. They always think it's some kind of a magic pill that's going to help them do this and it's going to help them do that. No, got to do the work. You got to get in those trenches and battle it out. No matter what it is that comes through, you got to do that. And that's what I'm doing now. I know in the beginning my videos are going to suck. I know that. But it doesn't stop me from trying, because the only way you get better is by doing. So again, I wanted to take time out to thank everyone who has actually watched my videos and to let you guys know, what our channel is really about. These are just some of our core values. And the next time I come back on, I'm going to tell you about our mission. We have a mission as well. So those are the things that we stand for. Those are the things that, we make sure that we do every day when we're creating. We have other people in mind, not just ourselves, but we have other people in mind. All right, until next time, guys, be good, stay humble, and always be mindful of what you say, what you do, and what you think. The world is watching. Peace.